Part 5. The Psychological Meaning of the Death and Resurrection of Christ. Easter Message 2. This is a somewhat extended and altered version of a commentary that I wrote for the London Sunday Times magazine. In the beginning, only the king was sovereign. Then the nobles became sovereign. Then, with the Greeks, all men became sovereign. Then came the Christian Revolution, and every individual, male, female, beggarman, tax collector, prostitute, and thief, became so impossibly equally sovereign. Then our cultural and legal systems wrapped themselves tightly around that ultimately unlikely narrative of individual sovereignty and made it their central, unshakable pillar. Now, we all give each other the respect of individual citizens who are sovereign, without remembering or noticing that we are simultaneously accepting the proposition that every singular one of us is a divine center of logos, a divine center of the eternal word that brings habitable order into being through the voluntary, truthful confrontation with chaos and the unknown. And if any one of us is not treated in this manner, if anyone, no matter how powerful, reacts to any of us, no matter how downtrodden, as if our free will is illusory or our role in choosing the outcomes of our lives non-existent, then we get offended and angry and agitated and insulted, and rightly so. Our spectacularly and miraculously functional Western legal systems are predicated on the acceptance of the intrinsic value of the individual, predicated on the idea that each person can step forward, voluntarily accept the burden of being, transform positively in consequence, and share the results of that transformation with everyone else. It is in that manner that each of us pushes everything away from the abyss and a bit more heavenward. Is the apparent necessity for such insanely high regard an illusion? It is certain that it is at least functional and therefore not so obviously illusory. It is also equally certain that we have not outlined any more viable materialistic alternative. You might well ask,